everybody, I'm sure you've seen us on social media, but you might not know exactly who we are.
I'm Meredith.
And I'm Jacob, and we just so happen to be a husband and wife real estate partnership. We talk a lot about real estate, but we kind of want to take a break and talk about who we are and why we do what we do.
Starting off, just to introduce myself, I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm born and raised. My parents grew up in Lexington, Kentucky. My whole family has super deep roots in the Bluegrass State and specifically Lexington. I'm very knowledgeable with the area of Lexington and the surrounding counties, specifically Georgetown. We moved here in 2021 right after we got married and been here ever since. After that, straight out of high school, I actually started off working in the title industry. I worked for a real estate law firm in Lexington. My boss actually had 50 years of real estate experience, so I just felt like I was a sponge, just soaking up as much knowledge as I could about real estate and the entire industry, just from the people that I was around. I started off actually doing all the post-closing title work for our firm, and I kind of just branched off and naturally just kind of took more and more on. I got to a point with, right before I left, I was dispersing all the funds after a closing. I, filled in for different people and did stuff pre-closing, worked with other agents. So I really am familiar with the real estate market just from my past, almost 5 years of experience just in the title industry. So I'll let you take off.
So again, my name's Jacob. I started my career in real estate just back in 2024 in February. So I've had a full year of real estate, and let me tell you what, it has been one of the best things I've ever did. I had a fairly successful first year in real estate. I had 9 closings, and it really just, I fell in love quickly. I started off right out of high school working at Toyota, and let me just tell you, that's some hard work. But by having that hard work and dedication at Toyota for a year and a half, it really kind of gave me a hard head and wanting to work hard. So you all that are on night shift, I really understand what you all do, and I appreciate you all. But like I said, so I've been in real estate for a year, and with her knowledge in the title industry, for 4 or 5 years, about 6 months ago, I decided, I was actually in Texas learning from a well-known real estate business guy, and just in the middle of his teaching, I called Meredith and said, hey, I think we would be a really great real estate duo. We bring a lot to the table. We have different personalities and different views about real estate and houses, and we're very passionate about what we do.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably one of the best things about having a husband and wife duo. Women and men both have a very different perspective when they're buying or selling a house. We value different things. So having two minds kind of come together and collaborate is very, very beneficial. And not only that, you have 2 agents for the price of one.
Yeah.
You have 2 people working for you around the clock to make sure that your needs are met. So I don't know where else you can find that.
And that's the cool thing. It's not like one of us is just a full-time agent or, we're both part-time agents. No, this is what we do full-time. So our life is genuinely dedicated to real estate and to helping everybody out there find a perfect place for them. And let me tell you what, like she said, we bought a house back in 2021 and we lived here ever since. Since then, just in that short 4 years coming up on 5, we've gained $75,000 worth of equity.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but $75,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, that is really kind of our why and what pushed us to, want to be involved and have a career in real estate, not necessarily knowing what that was starting off, but that really was a key motivator. When we first got married in 2021, everybody has that moment where it's like, okay, are we going to rent? Are we going to buy a house? What are we going to do? And he bought a house actually right before we got married, just because, working at Toyota, he built up a good savings, and it's just like, that's just kind of what people do. I'm going to buy a house. But looking back and seeing all the benefits that we've kind of reaped from it, it's just unbelievable. And it's made us want to share our story with people and provide them, tips and advice. And it's what pushed us into this career, I think. So I don't know what else you can say about that.
So watching, people just in my 9 closings, I've dealt with a good amount of first-time home buyers, and they all have the same reaction. They all love being homeowners. And not to say that right now is the right time for everybody to buy their first house. It could be a couple years down the road, but that's okay. Renting, yes, do we tell people to rent? Not necessarily, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
So by owning a home and having that equity, you're actually a real estate investor. It's not just your house that you're living in. You're living in it, and yes, you're paying your monthly payment, but that monthly payment is going right back into your house. So like I said, we have about $75,000 worth of equity, and the beauty of it is that we can go and get a HELOC and use that equity if we needed to maybe do other investments, pay off debt, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it really gives you so much financial freedom that, we didn't even know that we would have. Because when we first got married, like I said, when you're looking for a place, it seems like homeownership is this big jump, oh, that's such a big thing. I can't afford, 20% towards a down payment. But really, when you look at a mortgage now, especially now, and look at rent now, we can say that we, just assumed all this debt just from buying our home. But wherever you go, you're trading mortgage for rent.
Yeah.
So you have to pay to live somewhere to be able to, build equity like we have and have that financial freedom. You really set yourself up for success, and you open up so many more opportunities.
Yeah, and she mentioned a 20% down, and some people think that you have to have 20%, and it's not true.
Yeah.
There's different type of loan options. You've got a conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, and some of those are 0% down, 3.5%, and then obviously the conventional is 20%. But you have options, and especially the first-time home buyers, there's grants out there that will help you pay for your down payment and closing costs. And let me tell you, there are a ton of lenders out there and banks that want to help you get that financial freedom of home ownership. So we don't do real estate just for the money.
No.
Of course, is that a benefit? Yes, but that's the benefit of every job that everybody does. You have to make a living. But at the end of the day, what brings us joy is seeing the joy on other people's faces to really own homes. I brought up real estate investing. It really is an investment, not only in financial freedom, but also an investment in your life. You're investing in yourself and deciding, hey, I'm going to take the step, and rather than renting and paying somebody else to live, somewhere, I'm going to find something that suits me and my family.
Yeah, you're going to invest in yourself instead of paying somebody else to help, their investments.
Right. So again, it's not all about the money for us. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we need to be helpful with each other and be good stewards of what we know, and that's our goal. We want to take the knowledge that we have from being homeowners and give that to other people. That's what we're supposed to do. So again, I'm Jacob.
I'm Meredith.
So it was great to get to know you all, and hopefully you know a little bit more about us. If you have any questions, feel free to call us or text us anytime. Again, we're full-time agents, so we're working around the clock. You all have a great day, and call us if you need us.